Hello you guys and welcome back to the studio. I'm Calder from Andel and today I'm going to have some fun with underglazes because I got a package in the mail. I have it here and in it there are some underglazes, but they are not all in liquid form. They are all a little bit special. So we're going to have a look at them and I will unbox this in a second and then I will try them all out. And on the end of the video I will also be firing it and then showing you the final result, of course, so that you know how these products look after they've been fired. I got this package sent to me for free so that I could try it out and tell you what I do and don't like about it. So I'm just going to test it and see what I think about it. But yeah, I'm very excited to see what's in it. So let's just unpack this thing. Okay, it looks very nice. Let me show you. As you can see, there's little cards and everything is packed separate from each other. So that looks nice. That's nice, a little thank you note. And it's also handwritten and signed by the person that emailed me, so that's really nice. First, this little package looks nice with a little rope around it. Okay. Oh. Okay, let's see. Underglaze Chalk. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, to be honest. That's horrible. Crayons, I think it are. Let's see what they look like. Okay, little paper. Okay, this looks really nice. They're very well protected, so I do like that. They look very nice. I don't want to drop them, so I'm being very careful. But they look very nice and I can't wait to draw with this. I've thought about what I want to make with these products and I think I'm going to draw some flowers because it's summer and I've been wanting to make a flower collection for a very long time now, but I've not really gotten around to doing so. So I thought this would be the perfect moment to just be drawing some flowers in different colors, and then I can also try out all of the colors on one mug with a lot of different flowers. I think that would be fun. But let's first unpack the next product. Let's see, ceramic special colored pencils. That looks really cool. I hope the focus, yes. As you can see, they all look nice and sharp. And the colors look very nice. We see yellow, orange, blue, a little bit of a teal blue, I like that. Purple, red, green and white. They're cute little pencils, as you can see. So I'm also going to draw some flowers with these. Can't wait to use them. And then the very last product is in here. It's a bit of a bigger box, so let's see what's in it. Ceramic Underglaze color watercolors. As I said, there aren't any regular underglaze in here. Ooh, okay, this looks really cute. As you can see, they're all like cute little glass bottles filled with different colors. Okay, so let me try to take one out. It is packed very professionally, so that is nice. It does need some mixing. As you can see, it has been in the package like this and now the water is on one side and the glaze on the other side. But that is the case with a lot of glazes, so that's not necessarily a problem. I will just need to stir it a little bit and then I can get started with it. Also very cute colors, so I hope the colors will kind of stay the same as they are now because they look really cool. So together we have Underglaze watercolors, galks, I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry, and pencils. So that's very cool. Okay, I'm very sorry, it is pronounced chalks, not galks, chalks. Quite a difference, I'm sorry. If you do want to purchase these products after watching this video, please use the links in the description because then the company will know that I sent you and you will also get a discount on the products, so I will definitely use those links. They are in the description down below this video. But that's enough talking for now. Let's just get started with some glazing. I'll give you a close-up and I will just be glazing some biscuit fired pieces and then we will see what happens and whether I like it or not. So let's go. And the first product that I'm going to use are these Underglaze pencils. I'm going to start with this teal color because I just really like it. Here we go. Ooh, okay. That's through one line. It draws a little bit thinner than I expected, but that is, well, it does actually kind of draw the same as on paper, so that is nice. But I will have to make like more lines to kind of get more color. You can also work quite detailed, I think, so that is nice. You could also use this to sign your work. Normally I scratch in the clay to sign my work, but you could also use these pencils to just write your name at the bottom, so I think that would also be cool. I really like how it works. It works a little bit, well, it doesn't work messy, but I work a little bit messy. I'm not really used to drawing on a cup like this, so it's kind of something to also learn and get used to. So it doesn't look that perfect, I'm sure about that. It just works like a normal pencil and the color is really nice. You will need a bit of a flat surface to do this easily, I think. But that looks quite cool. And as you can see, this side I went over it an extra time, and then you already see it a lot better than just one line. Okay, I love it. I actually already like it like this, like a little bit of a minimalistic mug like this could also be cute, but I'm just going to put more flowers on it, and I will also be using more colors so that you can see how all of the different colors work. But yeah, I'm already quite happy with how this looks. I'm really loving it. It's also nice and relaxing to do, so I would really recommend this product so far. I of course still don't know how it will come out of the kiln, but so far I like it a lot. So I will just have some fun and continue drawing for now. This is going to be the last flower, and then the cup is completely covered in flowers, and I do think it looks really adorable. I just finished the first cup with the pencils and I really liked it. I've not used those pencils before and I didn't really know what to expect. It kind of works the same as a normal pencil on paper, but because the mug has like the structure of clay, it works a little bit differently and you will have to move maybe a little bit slowly to really work in detail. And it's also not flat, so that also makes it a little bit harder. If you really want to make a complicated drawing, then I would try it out on a plate because that's nice and flat. Or maybe you slab build and you work with flat slabs and you have a flat face or something that you would like to draw something on or make like a fun pattern. I think there are a lot of possibilities with this pencil, so far I like it, but we'll of course have to see how it will come out of the kiln. But that's enough talking again. Let's go over to the next cup where I'm going to use the watercolor glazes. All of the watercolor underglaze are now ready to be used and they have all been stirred. Stirring went quite easy, especially because they are so liquidy, because they are watercolors. So that is really nice. And as far as I can see now, all of the colors look really cool. So I hope they will also be so vibrant when they come out of the kiln. So far it's going quite well. I think I still need to get used to it a little bit. It applies very easily. It does dry very quickly because the water gets absorbed by the biscuitified piece. But that is quite nice as well. Yeah, and the color is also quite vibrant on top of the piece, so that does look really nice, and I hope that one coat of each color is enough and that it will look nice after the firing as well. It applies very easily. I don't notice a lot of difference between like a regular underglaze and this watercolor underglaze, apart from that it is just very liquidy, which of course does make it watercolor. But yeah, I will have to see if the result of how I glaze will also be different because of that. But that's just something I will have to find out by using it more often, I think. But yeah, so far I do really like it. Just like the pencils, this is also very relaxing to do and I really like it so far. I already have 4 flowers now and I think it looks really cute. I'm going to cover the rest of the mug with flowers as well to just make a cute little flower collection. As you can see, it has a very different effect than the pencil, but I do like them both. I feel like this pink one is a little bit thicker than the other ones, but they have like some instructions on the website and it just said that you can just add some water if you think a glaze is a little bit too thick. So I think I will just add a little bit of water to this one because it just dries really quickly and just applies a little bit thick, and because of that it becomes a little bit messy. But I do really like the color. The thing that I like most about these colors is that they are so vibrant and like so well pigmented. If you just apply a tiny bit of the color, you already see it very well on the piece. Okay, and after half an hour of glazing with these fun watercolor underglazes, which I've really enjoyed doing, I have finished this cup, and as you can see it's completely filled with flowers and I just think it looks really happy and I can't wait to see how this looks after it has been fired. It is time to move over to the last product that I'm going to test in this video, which are the Underglaze chalks. So I also can't wait to see how these will turn out. I will also be making some flowers with them on another cup. I think that would be nice to also compare the different products and see which product you may like and what effect you like. And yeah, on video it may look quite the same as the pencils, but I feel like it's also a little bit thicker. But I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's kind of laying on top of it as powder. So I think that if you want to make some effect and kind of want to blend the colors into each other, you can also just color it and then kind of go over it with your finger to kind of blend it in. Because now it's kind of like powder on top of it. You can kind of like blend that in like this. That's not really the effect I was going for this mug, but I think that I can't really do the same as I did with the pencils because it just works differently. Let's add some yellow to this. I'm just testing it out because I have no idea how to use it. I have worked with chalks in the past, but like just on paper and with regular ones. Most of the time I'm not the biggest fan of it because I'm kind of a perfectionist and I feel like I want to draw in exact spots and make it look as neat as possible, and this will just turn out a little bit messy, I think. But I do think that you can make really nice color gradients, if I said it correctly. Like make colors blend into each other really nicely with this. Quite excited to see how dark these colors will turn out because they become quite light as they are now because they are also applied quite thin. But I don't really see how I can apply it thicker than this because I'm now going over it multiple times. Yeah, we will see how dark it will turn out. Maybe I shouldn't go over it with my finger and then it looks a little bit neater. But I do think that you can make quite cool effects with things like this. I finished covering this piece in flowers and it was very fun to do. Yeah, it just looks a little bit more messy than the other two maybe, even though those were also not like perfectly painted or something. But yeah, like I do really like blending it out with my finger, and then like this one, I do really like the look of this and how you can like blend the colors into each other. But I'm just afraid it will turn out very light. But we'll just see what happens after it has been fired. So now I've finished all 3 of the mugs with the 3 different products that I got sent. And overall I really enjoyed trying them out. No matter what, they will come out. I had fun today, so yeah, I'm quite relaxed. I'm actually like, feels like my brain had a little break and I could just focus on just drawing and painting these little flowers. So I had fun. I think the middle one is my favorite, the one that I did with the watercolors. Also because the colors are just a little bit darker and more vibrant. But I also really enjoyed working with the other 2 products, and I really can't wait to see how they come out of the kiln and how dark they will be and how visible the drawings will be. Now I will be applying a clear glaze on top of it, and I'm going to use the clear glaze from Bots. So I'm going to just put 2 coats on top of these, and then after they've been fired, I'll get back to you. It's a few days later and the pieces have been fired at 1250 degrees Celsius, and we are now going to take a look at them, see what they look like, what I like about them, what I don't like about them, and on the end I will tell you whether I would recommend them, in which case I would recommend them, and of course why I would recommend them or not. Without any further ado, let's just get started with talking about the very first piece. Let's start with the one that I expected to like the least and turned out I like the most, which is the one with the crayons or chalks. How I like them and why. Okay, here I have it. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this one turned out, which I kind of didn't expect for some reason. I just like these the least for how to use them, because they just work a little bit different than I would normally work, because I'm used to like painting it with regular underglazes, and then I do want like nice and sharp lines, and I want to have like perfect control over how it kind of looks. And you kind of have control, of course, but it's just a very different technique to draw with chalks than to draw with a brush. And because of that I kind of had to get used to it, but overall the product itself works great. The colors are very nice, I think. The yellow is quite light, but yellow is just a very light color, so that is kind of expected to be light, I think. But I'm really glad with how the red, the blue and the green looks, and I just really like it. The brown also looks quite nice. And personally, now after using them one time and knowing how to work with them, I think I will use them in the future to make something more a little bit abstract, instead of something more realistic like flowers. I would try to, yeah, maybe like make a nice pattern with different colors, and they can also like blend them a little bit into each other with your finger if you'd like. I think that would be very cool and can have a really nice effect. 10 out of 10, would recommend. The next one I'm going to talk about is the one with the Underglaze pencils. Also worked quite nice, was very easy to apply, it was very easy to use. But after firing it, as you can see, the colors kind of disappeared a little bit, like not completely, but mainly the lighter colors, like the purple is very light. But on the other hand, the red one is like very sharp, and the kind of like teal blue is also nice and dark. So now that I'm looking at it, it just looks like I should have applied it thicker. So maybe instead of just doing one line, and I mean I went over it a few times, but maybe just apply it even thicker and just color it in a little bit more, because now I also did very thin lines, and if you just color an entire piece in, it will probably be more visible. Maybe you can also fire the pencils at a lower temperature. I feel like when colors disappear, they kind of go away because it's fired at a high temperature. And at a lower temperature, they may stay more visible. But that's just a thought that I have. I'm not entirely sure if that is the case, because I would have to try it out to actually know it. So I would also, yeah, try them out if you'd like. Then the last mug, and when you see it at first, you may think, oh, looks great, I love it. Happy colors, cute little flowers, and yes, I'm still very happy with how it looks. I think it's a very cute and adorable mug, and I like how vibrant all of the colors are. Like, they are very strong colors, and I love that. I only applied it 1 coat, so yeah, even with 1 coat it's full coverage, so that is amazing, especially since the colors are so thin. But one thing that I see after that has been fired is that the pink and the purple color have like this little like texture. It's like also a little bit sharp when you touch it, unfortunately. Here I have like a close-up, and you can see that, yeah, it just has like a little, it's a little bumpy. And the rest of the colors turned out very flat and nice, and yeah, perfect. But the purple and the pink just turned out a little bit weird, which I personally is not like the look I go for. Now I've been thinking about it for a little time and I've been thinking about what could cause this. And I've also sent an email to the company that sent me these products to ask if they know what went wrong and if there's anything you can do to prevent it. And there are multiple options on where it could have gone wrong. I first thought maybe it is fired at a temperature that's too high, because it kind of looks like it's like little bubbles in the glaze and it kind of looks like it may have gotten too hot. But I fired at 1250 degrees and they are made for 1250 degrees up to 1300 degrees. So that should not be the issue. They said that it may have had something to do with it not being mixed well enough, but I did mix it quite well. But they also said that it is possible that the pigment is not fine enough and therefore hard to mix well. It's also possible that there's just, yeah, that it's difficult to mix it because there's so much pigment in it. And because of that, next thing, it can also be because it is applied too thick. And earlier in the video you could see that especially the pink one was quite thick when applying it, and I couldn't really get it very thin. And the purple one was also a little bit thicker than the other glazes. So maybe the texture is also because it was applied thicker, but it was applied thicker because the glaze was thicker. But something that I will also be trying out is just adding some more water to the mixture so that it's a little bit more liquid, and then I can apply it thinner and then hopefully this won't happen. Another thing that could also have something to do with it, I mean, it's still pottery. It's also just a lot of testing out. Nothing will work in one go, unfortunately, most of the time. Otherwise, you're lucky. But it could also have to do something with the clear glaze. It's also possible that if I use a different clear glaze on top of it, that it will not happen. So it could also be a reaction with the clear glaze. Overall, that was quite a lot. The colors came out really nice. I do like the vibrant colors, but it's just unfortunate that two colors came out with a little bit of texture. But yeah, they painted very nicely, so that is great. But yeah, that's just the only thing that I don't like about it, basically. Because I do love how vibrant the colors are and that you only have to apply one stroke of glaze and it's completely covered in color. That's just great. So I will be using it more, and I will be doing some test runs on what is happening with the pink and purple, and maybe test out another set of them to see if that one has it as well or not. But yeah, overall I just really liked experimenting with it. I think they are fun things to play with, especially when you're used to just painting like I am. This was of course painting, but it was a little bit of a different effect because it was like more watercolor than regular underglaze. Crayons, pencils can be very fun, you can do different things with them. So yeah, I think those are great. So all of these products were sent by C. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And I have 3 links down below in the description where you can purchase all 3 of these products. And if you do, please let me know how you found them, if you like using them, and if you like, you can also send me a picture because I would love to see what you came up with to do with them. I think it can be very fun, so if you're looking for a fun extra project within pottery, I think these products are nice to test out. So yeah, that was it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're doing well. I hope you liked this video, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye!